David, firstly, welcome back. Tell us what today, this first day back on pre-season, will be all about.
It's all about monitoring, or making sure that the players are have come back in the right form in terms of their body fats and their body conditioning and dynamics. They've had a good while off. We've had a programme through that spell, through the off season. We've had a programme where the lads have been coming in, working with the fitness coaches, just to base them out, just to make sure that they sort of stay in front of themselves and ahead of themselves. Last season, you've not got a lot of players that have done a 48 game season, and you had a lot of players do 20, 22, 24 games. So we felt that doing an off-season programme would benefit us now. The lads have come back in, and we're just monitoring where they're at and where the fitness is, and making sure that we're on track.
To what standard of fitness and shape have they come back in, generally speaking?
They look good, visually they look good. Obviously we're getting to the depth of that, the training that they're doing while they're in here. It's a max heart rate test. We've got the body fat testing, the weights, that they'll do that, and they get that maximum heart rate. I think them are the key aspects of today. And I've asked the club to invest in the testing equipment. So this afternoon we'll be working on that, and it's really important because I think last season they went to a university, Nottingham University, but your work's not retested. That's something that I'm big on, making sure that the training programme's working, make sure your lower limb works right, and your upper body conditioning is good, and you can only do that by retesting. So we've invested in that, and that's an area now that we'll be able to check on and make sure that the training programme is working to the effect that we want it to.
What's the purpose, therefore, of this, the first week of pre-season? Well,
it's that making sure that they prepped physically in terms of conditioning, making sure that we can build them up to that sprint. We've got a game in a couple of weeks' time, so you're always working towards the Dundee game now, and we call it a base level fitness. So every part of what you do, your glutes, hamstrings, quads, the strengthening, and making sure that from a CV they're right on point, and keep building through that. So every day collecting the data, and then going one better the next day, and making sure you're building out, and that we're basing them out so that when we get to Portugal, they're up to them levels that we can do almost anything in terms of game related.